Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we talk about 3 habits that millionaires tend to share and how these can help you structure your life or restructure your life for the better. Now, these habits won't make you rich overnight, but millionaires tend to follow these habits. And to be honest, millionaires are doing things that regular people aren't doing. And that's not just owning a huge business. They followed habits and stuck with habits for a long period of time that led them to that point. So replicating and following these habits could be very beneficial for you and help you lead a successful, financially free, or financially stable life. So with that, I'm going to briefly cover the 3 habits that millionaires tend to share. Up first, we got budgeting. Now, I know what you're thinking. Budgeting is boring. It's self-explanatory. No need to go into depth about it. But honestly, it's more than just avoiding that one Starbucks coffee you're going to avoid that one day. It really has to do with analyzing your true income that you make each month and deducting all fixed costs and expenses you have, and then really sticking to a strict budget for yourself. Now, fixed costs are expenses that you don't have much influence over after purchasing them, like mortgages and car loans. These costs are the biggest expenses anyone's gonna have, and you have to deduct that from your income because that's always gonna be taken away from your paycheck. And now you're stuck with a smaller sum and you're gonna have to deal and budget a way around that. Expenses like food, clothing, furniture, beds, vacations, those are costs you really have an influence over and that you can change. So budget yourself around that. Spend less on food, spend less on new vacations that you're gonna take or the new TV set you're gonna buy. You have to budget and save more money. Saving is very important, whether you wanna invest, start a family, or just need it for emergencies. You need to save. And therefore, you have to budget your money to allow yourself to save. You don't want to be in the pool of people that live paycheck to paycheck. You want to be able to save a good portion of your money, and therefore you have to live below your means. Exceptional people like Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, they slept in their offices and lived below their means and reinvested their time and money into their businesses, and now they're reaping the benefits. So now this doesn't have to all strictly do with budgeting, but they were living below their means, and that included budgeting. You have to understand how much you make each month and deduct those fixed costs that you don't have much influence over after purchasing them, and start living below your means that way. Spend less on food, spend less on new clothes that you're gonna buy, spend less on new jewelry you're gonna buy, new furniture you're gonna buy, and then set yourself up for future investments that you might make. Now, this information is important for people in their teens, 20s, 30s, 40s. It doesn't matter. This is an essential skill, an essential habit, and like other habits, you have to build it over time. You're not going to just switch to it after one day and start sticking to a very, very strict budget. You have to gradually build it, understand how this budget is going to start affecting your life, and then you can start living a little bit more below your means the next month. So this is a very important skill that everyone should practice. So understand that budgeting is very, very important, and that everyone budgets to a certain extent. You really want to live below your means, especially when you're early teens or in your early 20s. You don't have much responsibility. You're either going to school, maybe you have an entry-level job at that point, depending on what route you took, but you're able to save and live below your means more easily as for people that are in their 30s or in their 40s that maybe have a family to take care of. But with that, we're moving on to the next one, which is networking. Now, networking with successful individuals may lead you to opportunities or things that you've never thought you might come across. Simply even contacting someone on LinkedIn may even jumpstart you into a new job. You never know who you could potentially meet, and they might change your life for the better. You have to get out there and start networking and start going outside of your comfort zone. Part of networking, however, also includes excluding the people that are negative or just bring you down. Surrounding yourself with successful and like-minded individuals will help you create a positive outlook on life, maybe even get you more motivated and even chase your goals. You tend to follow the behaviors of the people that are closest to you, and surrounding yourself with successful individuals will allow you to reach for bigger opportunities or pursue those huge goals you have in mind because the people around you are chasing their goals. Now, the opposite effect is with negative people. If you have a friend or multiple friends that are just lazy, bring you down, or negative about anything you try to pursue in your life, you're more likely to feel bad about it or just be lazy yourself because why not? A great part of networking is finding individuals that you might see yourself being in the future, and successful people that could give you a more positive outlook and get you more motivated to pursue your goals, and excluding the people that will bring you down and just see the negative side of everything you wanted to do. So essentially, step outside of your comfort zone. Message people on LinkedIn, on YouTube. It doesn't matter. Just get into contact with people, provide some sort of value, and build a strong connection. There was a point in time where I met someone at a car meet. I still keep into contact with him. He brought me a great deal of motivation, gave me more positive outlook on things that I could do in my early 20s that could benefit me for the future. So message people, get out there, network. It's very, very important. And lastly, we have reading. I know you're gonna be bored out of your mind just hearing that word right now. And I'm not a big reader myself, especially in high school. I try to skip as much as possible. But I recently noticed that self-improvement books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich can be very, very beneficial for you and give you a different outlook and different insight into certain businesses. Reading is one of the biggest things a lot of successful people share, whether it's through audiobooks, if they want to just listen while they commute, or actually just open a book and read. These are things that a lot of successful people share, and it's something that you should also start doing. Just dedicate a small portion of your day, whether it's 20-30 minutes, just to read a book that you might be passionate about, or any sort of self-improvement book that might help you. Worst case scenario, you won't like it as much and you'll stop. It's not something you have to do, but it's something that could benefit you if you haven't tried it yet. So I would give it a shot. There are a few books that I would try, like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or Think and Grow Rich. These are books that you should try and read. If you don't like these books, doesn't matter. There might be something out there for you, but give it a shot. There are tons and tons of self-improvement books out there, or things that you might be passionate about. Just give it 20 or 30 minutes. That's not a lot of time, to be honest, even for a person that doesn't read that much. But yeah, just give it a shot. It might have a positive impact on your life or how you see things, and maybe give you more insight about certain investments you want to make or things you want to improve on. Now that just wraps up the video. I would very, very much appreciate if you guys could leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you want to see future content like this. I just briefly covered these topics. I might go into more depth in future videos, but I just kind of wanted to highlight a few habits that millionaires tend to follow. In the future, I'll go more into depth about these and give you more specifics on what I mean, but I just wanted to highlight these real quick for you guys because I found them very helpful for myself. But with that, please leave a like, please subscribe if you like this content, and I'll see you in the next video.